good was from basically 95 to like 2010, 2011. So you've got such a wide range. It goes from like the Impreza S4 to the 2011 Impreza. There is such a gap in pace between those cars.
Yeah, and I know this is more of a comment on me than anything else, but 2000cc Group B and R5, they are too big, the cars are too big, and they're too fast for me to deal with. It's just one crash after another, and I don't get any enjoyment out of driving those things. Because it's too much tiptoeing, which is why I like the older, slower stuff, is because I can actually fling the fuckers around and not kill myself.
And I suppose, with the best respects as well, I can't reduce engine below 50. Are you taking the...
What do you mean, can't reduce engine
I wanted to
50?
reduce the engine noise, but it won't fucking let me.
Oh.
That's ridiculous.
What do you mean it ain't that loud? It's only 4 pot.
I can't hear you when it's on, so I'm gonna have to change.
Turn the master volume down.
Master volume's not there. It doesn't have a master volume. I'll change party volume. Just audio. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it wasn't in favour of the party. That's better. I get what you mean, though. But yeah, we should be all rallying around in things that we're at least relatively comfortable with. I mean, I'm comfortable enough in the front wheel drive, of course, but
yeah, but like, and the other reason why I want to use at least a different drivetrain is more for Chris's sake than anything else, because he's struggling with the fronties so much.
No.
So he was. I also thought of him when Adrian put that poll up, and I was like, these are all front-wheel drive classes. No, no. I mean, as much as I like F2 kit cars and I love that Peugeot, no.
The other reason why, like, it's part of the reason why I had to swap to a Mini. It's because it was just getting too dull in the bathtub, and I was noting that if I made no mistakes and no one else did, I was still a minute behind. The car was just that slow.
Yeah, except everyone else makes bigger mistakes than you most of the time.
Like, I've been like fairly sensible driving, if that makes sense, which is not something I like to do, of course, but it's what you had to do in the bathtub.
What you have to do in rallying, though.
No, in the bathtub you do. In the Mini, I've thrown it around. I only got bodywork damage for the first 3 stages, and I was throwing it into corners far quicker than I would the bathtub, because there's no way to do so.
There's only get bodywork damage. Clang!
Right to the crest.
Are you not at home again?
Extra long. To keep right to the jump. And flat left of a jump.
At least now that I'm in the Mini, I can actually have a proper, like, heads up with someone, you know, in these rallies, so I know where I am speed-wise.
Opens 50.
Who else is finished?
Adrian has. I don't know about anyone else.
Opens 6 right long of a crest. 6 left long past junction. Opens 50. Middle of a big jump. 30.
Why?
Oh yes, no.
60.
Because I won't be back. I'm not getting back until next Sunday now.
Oh, you're off for a week?
Big jump.
9 days.
200.
Fucking hell.
More than a week.
Right. Tightens 4. Give in.
Where you going?
Opens 30. Flat right of a jump.
Where you going?
5 right of a jump. 50.
Nah.
I know somebody might want to spend longer in a tent with Charlotte, but
I said you can have it if you want, mate.
Flat right of a crest. 50.
it wasn't all about me either.
To jump. 50. Flat left of a jump. Opens long of a crest. A caution crest. 4 left of a dip. 70. 6 right of a crest.
Okay, if anybody was watching that.
100. 5 right
I have
of a
no
crest.
idea. I ended up in the ditch on the wrong side of it, and then sort of bounced out and was still doing 90 miles an hour.
Nice.
Keep middle of a jump. Into 6 left. And 6 right long, opens of a jump to 4 left of a crest, 50. 4 right of a crest.
No. Good Mini.
Into 6 left long, tightens 4 of a crest, 50. 5 right, tightens of a crest, 200.
I do want to point out in most iterations of the Mini, including GTA, believe it or not, I've never really liked the car.
6 right.
Wow.
40. 6 left of a jump. 50
I saw
of a
one of
finish
the classic ones out
to
on
stop.
the road, yes.
Well done.
Yeah, I would still have a classic one. I'd struggle to fit in it, but I'd still want one. Modern ones are just shit.
No, modern ones I couldn't care for, but I understand it's an iconic car, but I've made a point in the past. I don't give a shit if the thing is considered iconic or not to like anything.
I get you.
Because that's just a crutch at that point to say you like something. Oh, it's iconic. Oh, okay, cool. It's like to me, with the best respects, the Ford Mondeo Gen 2 is iconic to me, but not to other people, if that makes sense.
Yep.
God damn, I wish I was an older person racing in 1998 or 97, just to drive those cars, to even have the chance to. I'd have to now win the lottery, find the spec from someone to just make the car
find
again.
an X1 that's been used in hill climbing for fuck knows how long and restore it.
Well, no, because I'd rather just make one myself, if that makes sense. Obviously, with the specs.
If you wanted to drive a Mark II Escort, all you're fine go on the Valley Experience days and there's a Mark II Escort somewhere.
It's not an Escort, it's Mondeo.
20. Right of a crest, 130.
Then you get to go rally.
Well, no, because I've said this before. A dream of mine, if I ever come across or come into a lot of money, is to buy, you know, what's called a Mondeo, basically strip most of the parts out that isn't necessary, and make it to the regs of the year 2000 Mondeo, but have delivery of the, probably to be fair, the 98 Mondeo. I like the quick fit, but I kind of like, I quite like the simplistic Mondeo livery from 97 and 98.
Yeah, that plain blue Alders livery.
Duckham's, I think it was. I don't think it was Alders.
That was it, yeah.
Alders was a part.
Bit sponsor, yeah.
Yeah, whereas because Duckham's was on the rear and the front. In fact, it's one of those Lexuses is holding that livery right now.
I dare say you've done that on GT Sport, haven't you?
Fucking love it. Well, that's the thing. It's like it's a passion thing. If me and Neil were talking about it, he'd probably get himself an old Laguna again. And
yeah,
do
I
it
mean, I'd jump in on this and go either Alfa Romeo 155 or buy a fucking Volvo 740.
Okay, let me throw this in there then, okay? Euro Millions tends to get to like hundreds of thousands, doesn't it? Bit ridiculous. Let's say, I'm saying it for the purpose of for the story. I win that Euro Millions. 100,000. I genuinely, without even a scathing thought in my head, would you be like, here's the money, here's the money, here's the money to anyone who wants to partake in it. Go and grab yourself, you know, an old model fucking touring car. You could go back as far as you wanted, I couldn't care less. Meet up at Donington or wherever and go and have a fucking thrash around.
Yeah.
You could all get a Ginetta and go partake in
Ooh, now that's
well, no,
a
but
tempting
I'm saying like the first part. But yeah, if it was again a case of where it's like, cool, this money's not. The only thing that money would I'd want it to have a change.
Can we afford to equip someone here, probably me, with
shit
the fucking oh my god,
Good
words,
boy.
come on, brain.
Good boy.
Racing suit, the helmet, the boots, the license, yada yada yada, and then get ourselves outfitted with a GT4 Ginetta and go fucking.
They're actually quite cheap.
They are, I know. We did look at doing Ginetta Juniors when it was very first around because I was the right age at the time.
turn late 4 left, extra long, tightens of a crest.
When it started, it was for 14 to 16-year-olds.
Yeah, and now they've changed it though.
30, 4 right.
Well, this is what I'm saying is the actual official Ginetta Junior Championship was first starting, and I was the right age for it. So we did look at it and was like, bit out of our price range. Can't really stump up that money.
Well, that tells me that Adrian made the same mistake.
30, flat right of a jump. 60.
I was on my side for ages, going off into the fucking brush, and a tree righted me, and I didn't have to get any penalty for it. Obviously, I lost a lot of time, but I didn't have to suffer a penalty with it. I got super fucking lucky.
Jump and keep right of a crest. Jump 70. Keep middle of a jump long into 6 left of a dip and crest 150. 6 right of a crest long, tightens of a jump 30, flat jump 100 of the finish. Flat middle of a big jump 150 to stop. Well done.
Oh, Adrian recovered against me in that sector, but that's cool. Yeah, it's just... the reason why I'd want to do something like that is, you know, we've all raced in games, so it means we've all had some sort of, like, will and want, if that makes sense. And to me, going around Alton Park in anything that actually has a bit of oomph would be a fucking dream anyway. So even if it meant me buying an old Celica with a Denso engine in it, for example.
I mean, if you got the money, there's currently a CLK GTR. So.
Well, no, I wouldn't use a big hulking piece of shit. I'd use something that was designed to actually go a little nimbly quick around corners. I would actually stay away completely from BMWs and Mercedes. I'd even stay away from anything like Aston Martins. Yes, I do know what it is, but my point would still be that they are generally quite heavy.
Well,
the reason why I'm pulling up that I'd rather drive something quick and nimbly is because, one, that's probably where my skill level would be at. If, let's be honest.
Yeah, I you know, struggle to manage to do clean laps in a GT1 car and Project Cars, let alone in real life. I don't really want to crunch that amount of money in one hit.
6 right of a crest. Into 6 left, tightens.
Yeah, it's also got road tyres, so I'll be less fine.
You want to feel safe. You'd also want to feel safer. I know this might sound odd, but
plus, I'm me. I like low power, low grip things. That's probably going to translate into real life. So honestly, I'm gonna take a Caterham 7 over that Mercedes.
They're actually quite grippy, aren't they?
With dick all horsepower and no weight to it.
Caution, 5 left, tightens of a crest, keep in. 80.
Fuck no, maybe. Probably not.
What one was that? Say that again?
Keep middle of a crest, into 5 left.
No, not. I mean, I could. I actually have the skills for it. But I would be constantly worried about putting something in not the right place.
I know it all in theory. I don't trust myself to do that in practice and not monumentally
if I was doing it with other people,
with the car whilst building it.
If I was doing it with other people, it became like sort of a team job.
If it was like Racebook Project and it was in a shed somewhere, then absolutely that'd be a giggle. But by myself,
I'm
not letting anybody touch the transmission. Though you can all fuck off.
You're welcome to the gearbox. I don't want to touch it.
The Caterham gearbox would. Are you fucking? Oh well, there goes my fucking major skill set. That's one of the easiest things to do in a transmission. Are you kidding me? That's one of the easiest things to do. Are you telling me that people can't do a simple jigsaw puzzle?
Yes.
Fuck off. It's literally with the best respects to put it's not all the cogs that's the problem. It's not the clutch that's the problem. It's the assembly in itself that's the problem. You could. No, I suppose not. No, but even assembly to the engine's the problem. No, I meant. Yeah, but I meant assembling the oh fuck you! Oh what the fuck! I tapped a tiny fucking branch and it sent me off. Fuck you. Well, there's some time loss. Anyways, Ron's dead.
Finland.
But yeah, as I was saying, you know, attaching the what you call it, the gearbox to an engine isn't as simple as it fucking looks. I'm kind of sad that they've got the two split. Fine, I'll do the brakes.
70, crest into 5 right, open 6, extra.
Actually, you would want to do it with me. I'm certified.
60.
I know how to do the brake as well.
Right. Well, if you want to overlook, then you can drive me, can't you?
Caution, 4 left of a crest. 100.
On his way home after dropping
Early 5 left of a big crest. 60.
might have exploded.
Is that because you tightened it too
4 right
much?
of a crest.
Thing is, it was
And
all 3 laps.
Oh right.
6 left, very long. Opens of a jump. 60. 6 right of a crest.
Yeah, but you're perfectly aware that there are things called torch wrenches, right?
6 left long. Tightens 5 of a crest.
We've never touched the brake line.
150.
Oh well, that's an entirely different point then.
6 right, keep in of a crest.
Most people just over tighten the brakes because they think that's supposed to be, and then they fucking shatter and explode upon the first major hard braking. Oh, hello.
All we did was replace the discs.
Fucking crashed again.
Because you're
Well,
talking. Shut up and
No,
concentrate.
Keep
no,
left
it
of a
wasn't because I
crest.
was talking.
And 6 left,
I did that last
very
time
long
at
of a
Finland.
crest. Tightens 4
Yeah, okay.
of a crest.
Oh,
100.
put it this way, do you know there's logs on the outside of a jump?
Right of a crest.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've yeeted a Lancia into those before. I know the ones you're talking about.
I knew it was coming, so, but I still didn't brake enough over the jump, so I was out of control for a portion of
Yes,
it.
to your point, Andrew, there is one bastard fucking shit cunt corner in the Wales rally stages that I get wrong every fucking time, and I hate it. And I know when it's coming
Oh
up,
no!
and I still cock it up anyways.
Adrian dropped a full minute in one
Oops.
sector. He must have yeeted off that fucking that jump and then hit a huge penalty. There's no way he'd be a minute behind. Fuck, I'm 2 minutes ahead of him already. Adrian had a bastard one. I'm not expecting to win this one. I've made a few too many mistakes. It only takes someone doing really well now.
It depends on how well the Lancias do. If we could all just yeet it into a tree.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not wanting to win every single. I've said this before. I don't want to win every single fucking thing.
Well, you didn't win the last one.
No, no, but
You didn't even get second.
no. My point is that I've switched to the Mini, and the fear was both me and Swinny did sort of go touch on it. That I may end up just walking away because you keep having accidents, for one. So what? So one major accident again would mean that I'd end up being fairly ahead in some respects, unless obviously our man here doesn't make his own mistakes.
Everyone makes a mistake.
I mean, like major
I'm gonna
ones.
fuck it up at some point, but yeah,
I
hopefully
mean major
don't have
ones.
any proper yeet problems.
Keep middle
Because
of a
I know
jump.
Finland, I know what it's
100.
like. I've done it in the Fulvia before, so I should be okay.
I love fun.
I like
I'll
Finland.
do it for you for a second. Just to see how many times
3, 2, 1.
Annoyingly, in the career, I didn't hit one tree when doing it in that Ford Focus. But then again, it's a Ford Focus.
Right of a crest and dip. 6 left of a crest.
Yeah, see, in Korea,
Right of a crest.
my best
100.
best go round Finland was in the Fulvia,
Flat right of a
where I did it
crest.
in the Fiat
Opens of a
131 a
crest.
bath. I
To keep
fucking
middle of
rent,
a jump.
you know,
To keep
shit
middle
the
of
bed.
a crest and flat
In the
left.
Impreza
50.
Group A, I shit the bed.
Keep middle of a jump.
I think I tried one season with the Sierra Cosworth and went, nah, never again. Fuck H3, that is the worst thing ever. I love the cars,
The
but bloody hell are
only-
they a bastard to drive.
The only racing I've ever had issues with in any game is GTA.
To keep middle of a big jump.
I suck at racing on GTA.
Care. 5 left of a crest. Tightens 4 long. 50.
I would.
Crest and 4 left. Very long. opens of a crest, and 4 right of a crest, opens 6.
It just doesn't. I just don't know. It's way. It's like I don't mind arcadey. That's just way too arcadey.
Well, it's not designed to be a proper racing game, so that's where I'm okay with the racing in GTA, and I can actually quite enjoy it.
Slow, keep middle of a jump into 3 right long. Opens 40. 4 left, opens 6. Extra long. 40. Keep right of a jump, maybe. And
Why do cars do that now?
What?
When you rev them, so this is happening a lot with old muscle cars more than anything else. You rev them and then do like a sort of standing start. Why do they all pull whopping great big wheelies now?
Because they've been doing it since, and it's because if you hold the handbrake, it does that.
Yeah, no, they never used to. I used to do proper standing starts with these things, and then the front end never went skyward.
Into 6 right long, opens.
Probably for aesthetics. Probably because somebody fucking saw Fast and Furious for the first time and thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, but I want them to do normal fucking, like, if you put the engine in the rear and then affix a wheelie bar to it, then yes, it should do that. But the engine's in the front, therefore it shouldn't do that. I don't want the car to do that. I want to do a normal standing start.
Also, I guess he's not happy with the standing start nonsense.
Evidently.
No,
Or, you know, him wrenching something.
No, he's probably on his phone. No, so I got lucky. I wrapped myself around the tree that stopped me hitting some fucking pedestrians. So again, I've avoided major penalties with a slight time loss.
Tree break.
Yeah, I lost all my time to Adrian then. I'm down to 0.3 on this particular stage.
Keep middle of a jump and 6 right.
Middle over jump. The last time you said that, I yeeted off.
6 left over crest, jump, 50.
Yeah, I found for Finland it's good practice just to always lift just before you hit every crest.
Well, I do that anyway.
Doesn't matter how big or small, just lift. Don't have the beans on when you go over a hump.
80. 5 left long.
I reckon Adrian races in his rallies and occasionally just goes, why the fuck did I pick this?
Tightens 3. Opens 40. 4 right. 80.
It might be more of a case of, why the fuck am I doing this?
50.
I'm not a bit more angry.
Right. Tightens over dip. 150. Over finish. 6 left over crest.
He hasn't got a stage win over me yet at the moment.
Well done.
But that stage was awful. I'll be surprised if I win that stage. Fucking hell, the tree did a number on my front. It's not buckled inwards, it's sort of buckled roundwards.
Lovely.
Well, you know when you hit the front quarter panel?
Hmm.
It's like sent a shockwave throughout the rest of the fucking car, seemingly. Right. Oh. You know what? I like Finland.
It's fun.
No, I never said it wasn't. I with the faster cars, I was very meh with it. Because some of the cars would just grip so well that you wouldn't worry about a tree. This Mini does not grip well. Therefore, I actually do have to worry about the occasional tree being a problem. And jumps. And logs, as it turns out. There used to be trees.
X-trees.
That's it. Every time I go past logs now, I'm going to be like, oh look, there's an X tree.
3, 2, 1, go.
A used to be growing tree.
4 left long. Into 6 right, tightens 4 over crest.
I'm just going to start calling poo used to be food.
Into 6 left over
X food, yeah it is.
And 5 right long.
P is, it's technically an X drink, because you can drink poo, it's just not a good idea. Whereas eating poo is generally considered to be a bad idea.
Yes, it is.
Left, very long, tightens 4 over crest.
We're not herbivores, we can't do that shit. Literally.
3 right long over crest, 80. Keep left over crest.
The fuck on. Can I drive up there? Oh my god, I think I can.
Well, I can tell you one thing, my wheel geometry is pretty fucked.
40. Caution, 3 left over crest.
I think.
Is this going to work, I wonder? Oh, it does! Oh, it does! That's hilarious!
What does?
You can drive up a roof. One of the buildings down the docks, because there's like a big metal plate on the side of it, and where the roof is like super sloped.
Oh, okay.
You can just drive up it.
Middle of a jumps, 100. Keep middle of a crest and sudden for left long. Opens.
See, Adrian gets good starts in these rallies because I'm behind him usually by like a couple of tenths, sometimes even a second, and then he just disappears.
Extra long, tightens.
Yeah, it might be a case if he gets a bit overconfident and then bungs it somewhere. Oh! You don't want me in here. Okay, bitch.
100. Keep middle of a crest. 80.
Believe it or not, you can't just go anywhere.
6 right over 2 jumps. Opens extra
These
long
like
crest,
5 mile,
tightens.
like 5, 6, 4 mile rallies are definitely more fun than the 2s, the 3s, and the 10s.
50. Crest and jump and
For me,
6
at
left
least.
of a crest. 50.
Okay, what do you mean by that? Because I classify rallies in two modes.
60.
A short boy that only has 3 checkpoints, or a long boy that has 6 checkpoints.
5 right, tightens 3 of a crest.
I don't know now.
Opens 70.
Also, Adrian's kicking my ass on this stage. Good grief.
3 of a crest. 80.
Did he drink his fucking Powerade?
Crest and jump
Must have done.
into 6 right of a crest.
Did he have his fucking cereal?
Must have done.
6 left of a crest.
How many push-ups did he do?
150.
Must have done.
I said how many?
6 right of a crest.
I know. That's why I said it again.
You prick.
5 left of a jump. Opens into 6 right of a jump. 80.
Mean
Caution.
at the end of the day.
Right. Tightens of a crest. Into 6 left long. Tightens 4 of a dip. 50. Early 5 right of a crest. Jump. 70. Flat right of a crest. Jump. 100. Flat left to keep middle of a jump. 160. Slow. Keep middle of a crest.
Adrian,
Turn 1 left.
what happened?
Keep middle of a long flat crest. And keep middle of a 60.
I just went wide there, but even so, he went from 3 seconds ahead to a minute and a half behind.
Jesus. When he has incidents, he properly has them, doesn't he?
Yeah. I guess he ran out of Powerade.
4 right long.
Must have done.
Or he dropped it, he was like, oh fuck, I need that.
6
What
left
breadsticks?
of a crest, jump.
Oh,
140.
I love you, Adrian, but my
6
lord,
left
what
of a
happened?
crest. A caution slow. 4 right long of a crest. 40 turn unseen. Hairpin left.
Oh my god, there's a fucking hair. Oh, that's not where the hairpin is. Where the fuck is it? Oh, right there.
80. Black
I just
crest,
lost a load of seconds trying to
60.
find the hairpin.
4 right of a crest long. Tightens. 80.
They should genuinely say surprise hairpin. Because fucking hell, there's been none in this rally so far.
6 left. 40.
Yeah, the odd occasion you come across a junction, it is a bit like, ugh, suddenly there's a right angle turn there, and
6 right.
brake and turn, or you hit an ambulance.
Yeah, that's what I did before as well.
Keep right of a jump to stop.
My lord, Adrian. I mean, I love you to bits, but what the fuck happened? Can you lose a minute to penalties?
Yeah, because hitting a spectator is 4 minutes.
Right, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Let's talk shit behind his back. What a fucking knobhead.
Okay, Gary.
And I'm streaming, by the way, so I know that this
I know
is
you
supposed to be a joke. Oh yeah, we can do the Gary now that he's not here. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
I'm ahead
Fuck
of
off,
Adrian.
fly.
What?
There's a fly.
Oh. Oh dear. Anyways, Gary,
Yes, Gary.
as it turns out, I'm a couple of minutes ahead of Adrian.
Again.
It's a shame. Adrian's usually
It's a-
very fast.
Yes.
Until he eats himself, it seems. Adrian,
He
you
gets
need
decided
more
on
Powerade. Listen, this is my Powerade.
Keep middle of
Very
a jump.
nice.
Into
Sorry.
flat left. Caution 50.
It's Cherry Aid of all things.
5, 4,
Not cheap as the shit, the bar stuff.
1.
You know,
Go.
the only thing I'll drink from Scotland now since that fucking cunt.
Into flat left. Caution 50.
That's probably not a nice thing to say, is it, about someone?
Nope.
50.
But they are a cunt.
6 right. 80. 4 left long. 100.
Oh, fucking, you're gonna kick my ass here. Chris is gonna kick my ass here. Oh, another hairpin!
I might. Something else on, I think, on the GTA to-do list. I might have a look at this arena war thing because
Crest. And 6 left long.
it should be right up my alley.
Well, if enough of us get involved into it, then it'll be fun. Potentially.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. If you know, as and when we have 4 or 5 people on,
Well, we tend to.
apparently
don't
can
we?
happen.
Well, if Chris gets himself a damn controller, we join in.
Oh my God, does he really only play the PlayStation with a wheel because that's the only thing he can control the PlayStation with? Amazing!
And
I
I'd
love
put-
him for it. That's
and I-
fucking phenomenal.
And I would pull in Jay, to be honest, because he, you know,
Opens of a
Yeah,
crest.
he, you know, when he doesn't
an
act out.
extra body and an extra car for demo derbies. It's always
Right of a crest. Jump. 90. Early 5
Plus, he's a bit of a
crest
laugh.
jump.
Listen, I know that
60.
sometimes isn't the case, but
Early 5 left of a crest jump. 50. 5 right. Extra long.
see, the reason why I don't, I quite like the H1 historics is some rallies feel sexually flowing. Like it, you
Yeah.
don't have to do very much, and it just
6 left.
corner
it's
after
because
corner.
the cars are slow, so it's not very stop-start. Whereas in modern, faster cars, it's really stop-start because
Left of a jump.
the cars just carry too much speed into every single corner, and you have to woe them the fuck down again.
6 right of a jump. 80.
Whereas with the old cars, you just keep your fucking foot planted and do a little lift and a little tap of the brakes, and it whoop straight round.
80.
Barely have to fucking change down.
Tightens of a crest.
The other thing I like is only having a 4-speed gearbox. Means I'm not forever fucking shifting up and down
5
gears.
left. Tightens 3 of a crest long.
I still can't believe my gearbox idea works in touring cars.
Crest. Into 6 right.
I'm
Right,
just
just-
leaving it the fuck alone.
Turn
No,
unseen,
just
6
killing
left.
the entire 6th
60.
gear.
Oh yeah.
6 right of a jump.
Thing is though,
Dip.
I should try doing that in all honesty because
Into 6 left.
the fucking thing is it's not quick enough to warrant a 6th gear.
That's my point.
Hell, with how ridiculously fucking ratio GT3 gearboxes are, they don't bloody need 6 gears unless they're at Spa.
Or Monza.
Or, well, yeah, I mean, even then the Mercedes struggles to hit 6.
5 right. Tightens of a crest long. 80. 6 right. And
Is a 6th gear a
6
cruising
left.
gear?
Extra long. Opens of a crest.
In a race car? What's the
5
point?
of a crest.
No, I meant in real life. Real life. In real cars.
Depends on the car, I think. I mean, some of them have got 7 now. Maximum.
Well, yeah.
Of a crest.
It's just kind of stupid.
Highly
Right of a
unnecessary.
crest. Opens long.
Fuck, road cars really only need 5 because the most you do is fucking 80 mile an
Middle
hour.
of a crest. To jump and slow. 6 left. Extra long. Tightens turn unseen. 4. And flat right.
Oh, you said 4. I thought you said something else. Fuck's sake.
Into 6 left long.
Adrian might beat me in a stage.
Into 3 right of a crest.
Which, to be fair, it looks like he's been doing this entire time. He's just had his moments.
Middle of a long crest. Into 6 left. 80. Keep right of a big jump. Slow 80. Turn 3 left of a crest long. Tightens. 60. 3 right. Open 6. Extra long. to keep middle of a long crest, 40.
I was disappointed I was so slow at Germany, because it felt so bloody good.
You know, Chris said the same thing, and I felt so bad when he said it. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. As he's watching me, like, do perfect little Scandi flicks and yeet the car around the corners properly. Like, the only real... I mean, apart from, like, rolling it once and spinning it twice, the big mistake I kept making was braking slightly too early for corners. But then I'm wondering if it wasn't really... I mean, it's still a mistake, but it wasn't consequential enough, because I think that was what was keeping me from overdriving the car through those right-angled corners, and it meant I could position the thing much better and not hit the concrete blocks of death.
Right, I finished 3.39 seconds ahead of Adrian. Say minutes ahead of Adrian.
Oh dear.
And I don't think mine was particularly great, to be honest. Some of those stages, I'd be pissed if one of yous beat it, but oh well.
We'll see.
I gotta remind Chris actually at some point today to do this. Jesus Christ!